The rains are here. You know what? The rains have been here. Matter of fact, the rains are still gonna be here. But how about our shelter? How about our roads? Will they survive flooding if we continue dumping refuse in our drainages? Don't wait for the government to stop your neighbors from destroying our environment. Don't pour refuse into the gutters. Floods kill and render our neighbors homeless. Let's be our brother's keeper. Report offenders to the appropriate authorities. This message is from 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's play politics without violence.
Politics without violence.
I appeal to our politicians, even the young ones. There's no need for violence.
Politics is not a do or die affair. It's not war. It's a matter of choice. The people want you to vote you. They don't want you. You gradually, you step aside.
Politics without violence.
On 92.3 Nigeria Info. 92.3. Have your say.
92.3 Nigeria Info welcomes all comments that are constructive and contribute to discussions in a meaningful manner. However, we will not condone the following on air or online: racism, including offensive comments based on ethnicity and nationality, sexism, religious intolerance, hate speech, derogatory language, and comments inciting violence. We ask that your comments remain relevant to topics raised and that you avoid general banter or conversation as it dilutes the discussion. We strive to make the station a safe and welcoming platform for all. Nigeria Info reserves the right to and calls or remove any comments that do not follow the above guidelines. Ban users who repeatedly infringe on the rules. Should you find any contributions on air or comments online upsetting or offensive, you can also flag them and we will assess it against our guidelines. Please send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm. Nigeria Info is constantly reviewing its policies in order to create an environment conducive to constructive conversation. Thanks for your cooperation.
Different ideologies,
different perspectives.
Share your views on the sunny side.
92.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
Hello and welcome to the Sunny Side. This is your number one talk, news and sports radio station here in Port Harcourt, Nigeria Info FM, where all the conversations as you like them happen. I'm Gabriella, welcoming you to the Friday edition of the show. Right here at Sunny Side, we get to have interesting, interactive conversations that just keep us on our toes, especially those that matter. If you know, you know. 23 minutes gone past 12. We're going to kickstart a conversation today with what a rep talked about yesterday. According to this rep, he says that carpenters, taxi drivers, rice sellers, and the likes should be made to pay tax. We'll have that conversation shortly. I'll give you the details of that story at 1 p.m., the news update. And right after, we're going to talk about a concept that from inception we have come to hold on to, believe, hook, line, sinker, and adopt into our everyday lives. And I would like to challenge that concept. If you know deeply why you choose to believe in that concept, as it were. We'll have that conversation at 1 o'clock. At 2 p.m. It's the weekend. It's a Friday. You know what I do every Friday at 2 p.m. It's a weekend giveaway. Today will be no different. It's going to be fun, and I cannot wait for that to happen. Once again, you're welcome to the Sunny Side.
Different ideologies,
different perspectives.
Share your views on the Sunny Side.
92.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
So, a member of the House of Reps, his name is Fakea Olufemi, he is of the opinion that owners of small and medium-sized enterprises, including carpenters, including rice sellers, including taxi drivers, should be made to pay tax on the monies they make on a daily. Now, he is a member of the ruling APC and represents Boluwaduro Ifedayo Ila Federal Constituency of Osun State in the House. And he said this while he was making contributions to the 2022 budget, the budget debate during plenary that held on Wednesday, just 2 days ago, the 13th of October. Now, the Finance Act 2020, just as a reminder, it exempts these people he wants to begin to pay tax from paying tax. That act for 2020 exempts small companies with an annual turnover of not more than 25 million naira from paying the company income tax. So what he's proposing goes against the Finance Act 2020. But he didn't mind. That didn't matter to him because he went on to opine that, this would be another source of revenue for the federal government to finance the budgets. Put into cognizance the fact that this 2022 budget that we're already building on and having conversations towards would also be financed in some part by borrowing. But for some reason, this is important. I'll just quickly quote a few things that he mentioned while he spoke, just to buttress what he had already have said. He said that I think it's fair to expect that if we ask for these people to pay tax, which we have done now, there should be a properly timed implementation of the budget. He also goes on to say that he's aware now, and it has been said that only 2 quarterly releases have been made, and of course we're in the last quarter of the year already. But if we're able to ask for these people to pay tax, whether you're a farmer, whether your father is a carpenter, whether is a taxi driver, you should pay tax so that the federal government can have extra funds to finance the budgets come 2022. So, the big question on this hour right now to you right now is, should these handymen and women be made to pay tax? If you're a market woman selling tomatoes, if you're a market man selling meats, goat meats, cow leg, cow tail, if you're a carpenter, you're a mechanic, you are a bricklayer, you are a plumber, you are a taxi driver, you're a bus driver, keke napep driver, do you think it's right? Or rather, do you think it will move the nation forward? It will help reduce our debts profile if we're all made to pay tax, if these handymen and women amongst us are made to pay tax. What are your thoughts? The phone lines are open. The floor is yours now. So let's talk. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007 or 0817-923-0009. On WhatsApp, it's 0809-030-6416. I'll take that again, 0809-030-6416. We're also streaming live on Facebook, so you can join the conversation on there at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Good afternoon, you're welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Gabby.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. This is Doris.
Go ahead.
You see how funny this our politicians can be. Now, first of all, let's look at the economic situation and how difficult it is for even the farmers and the carpenters to make a lot of living, something with it. But we've talked about, I know very much that the citizens have proposed that the cost of governance should be reduced. They are not even looking at that. They are not looking at reducing the cost of governance, at least so that they can add up to whatever capital or to help whatever it is that they will use to, take care of the needs of the country. But they are talking about collecting from those who do not even have enough, to make the poor poorer, while the rich are getting richer. And they don't care because they don't find themselves in the kind of level we are finding ourselves. Already, these persons they talked about are paying some tax here in the States. Is it someone who has a shop just on the street? You find them now, those from the local government, they come to collect, and the federal government wants to add their own. You see how wicked this country can be? I'm wishing that it doesn't happen. They should reduce the cost of governance rather. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is a good, option, to consider. So rather than have these handymen and women pay tax, again, you would have the issue of double taxation, like she already mentioned, like Gloria already mentioned, because in some way, these people already pay some form of tax, if you could put it that way, because you pay to your union, you pay, and there's the taxi drivers union, you pay in market women also, they pay daily stipends to some group of people. We don't, of course, it's an indirect flow of money, so for the federal government to begin to, gun, or rather these rep who's suggesting now, it has not been adopted by the federal government as what should obtain, but for that suggestion to even have the flow, that will bring about another problem of double taxation. That's going to be a very strong argument to make, because these people already pay some form of tax on a daily basis. Anyway, we are on Facebook as well at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, as well as on YouTube, so you can watch us on either of those platforms as you drop your comments. Good afternoon, you're welcome.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Chiri Carlo, calling from Port.
All right, you're welcome.
Yeah. Okay, one of the principles of taxation is that it should be convenient to the taxpayers. So if the government is trying to impose additional tax on these low-income earners who, in fact, find it very difficult to feed on a daily basis, it becomes a problem. Now, another part is this. Most of the taxes being collected by government are not even being used for the purposes for which they were meant to. These money are being laundered to other countries. The government to use it for something that will benefit the common taxpayers. They use it for their own personal interest. So, this means they're already paying taxes, one form of tax or the other. There's nobody in Nigeria who doesn't pay tax, no matter the amount of income you earn. For instance, you have the value-added tax, which the government has just raised the percentage from 5.0 to 7.5. So everybody in Nigeria is already paying tax. It's just that the one they are referring to, which the personal income tax, is not being paid by the low-income earners. So government should consider these low-income earners, having in mind that the economy is very harsh. The means of making money is difficult now. Dollar rate, exchange rate is not favorable to the common businessmen. So I don't think it's a good idea for them to impose taxes on the low-income earners and the taxi drivers. These men are just barely trying to make a living. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your thoughts. Hamilton is calling from Iwofe. Good afternoon, Hamilton. You're welcome.
Yeah, Gabriella.
You're welcome, Hamilton.
The young man who is advocating that market sellers should be taxed, should be called back. He does not know what it takes, what Nigeria faces. He is just supporting to be there. Do you know that they pay for tickets in each day? That ticket goes to government. The taxi drivers pay for tickets. Some of the tickets are amounting to about 1,000 naira every day. Is that not tax? Then you expect somebody who is a carpenter sometimes to even get a job for 30 days. That will get the money to pay for the tax. You expect a bricklayer sometimes that will not lay even one block for 1 month to pay tax. Why will they get the money? They are just there for themselves. They are not there for the masses. They pay double taxation. We are thinking of how to end that. They are not thinking of how to enforce the full masses. That young man should be called back. That's my stake.
All right, thank you very much for that. Clement, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello, Clement, you're welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Gabi.
You're welcome, go ahead.
If you ask me, I think the man is not abreast with what is happening in Nigeria. If he knows, I'm not sure he will see that on the floor where we usually talk. So he's not aware. He's not aware. You see, that is what we are complaining about. That the kind of people we elect are people that are far from the society. I'm not sure that man has ever been to the street to even buy, or to the market to even buy 1 pound of fish or meat
or even some orange. If he had ever done that, he would not come out and be saying this. Has he ever patronized the carpenter? What kind of furniture does he have in his parlor, or the utensils he has in his room? Is it not the ones that are busy importing pizza from UK to Nigeria? That is why he's saying it. So if you see, things like this should help Nigerians to know who do we vote for in the next coming election. If we don't know you to be staying in your constituency, we shouldn't vote for you. Nigerians should wise up, because like the other callers have said, I don't want to start repeating what they have said, because obviously Nigerians pay tax. We pay tax very well. From ordinary, the POS operator has been mandated to pay 5,000 naira tax that goes to the local government account. And no local government official has come to deny that in Port Harcourt. Go to the market, they give them daily tickets. Go to the street, to the bus stop, NUNT, what do they call them? They give them tickets, and local government give them tickets. You go to the shop to pick sardine or a canned food. There is a VAT on it. So where do you want to touch? The Nigerians are not paying 1 or 2 kobo or naira in it. So if you ask me, that man is very far, very, very far from the masses. So he's up there thinking that nothing is happening down there, and then that is why he could talk like that. So Nigerians should learn to know who they will vote for. If you are not living the constituency, please do not even consider them. That's my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Clement. We'll take a very quick break now at this point, and when we return, the phone lines will be open and the conversation will continue. Don't go away.
92.3 Nigeria Info welcomes all comments that are constructive and contribute to discussions in a meaningful manner. However, we will not condone the following on air or online: racism, inequality, sexism, religious intolerance, hate speech that are irrelevant to topics raised, and that you avoid general banter or conversation as it dilutes the discussion. We strive to make the station a safe and welcoming platform for all. Nigeria Info reserves the right to end calls or remove any comments that do not follow the above guidelines. Ban users who repeatedly infringe on the rules. Should you find any contributions on air or comments online upsetting or offensive, you can also flag them and we will assess it against our guidelines. Please send an email to info@nigeriainfo.fm. Nigeria Info is constantly reviewing its policies in order to create an environment conducive to constructive conversation. Thanks for your cooperation.
Different ideologies,
different perspectives.
Share your views on the sunny side.
92.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
Welcome back to the conversation on the sunny side. This is your number one talk news and sports radio station here in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, Info FM. We've got 15 minutes left for this conversation. So a member of the House of Reps, Fakeye Olufemi, he's of the opinion that owners of small and medium-sized enterprises, including rice sellers, including taxi drivers, including carpenters and the likes, should be made to pay tax. And this goes against the Finance Act of 2020 that exempts such, small companies, small enterprises that do not have an annual turnover of 25 million naira and above. That means if you are not making 25 million naira and above every single year, per year cumulative, then you are exempt of paying tax. But he's suggesting otherwise. So what are your thoughts? Do you think that these people who work within these enterprises, bricklayers, market women and men, plumbers, electricians, you name them, should be made to pay tax to the federal government? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007 or 0817-923-0009. The WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416. Good afternoon, you're welcome. All right, do all to call back. We're also streaming live on Facebook. You can watch there on Facebook Live as you drop your comment real time. On Facebook, it's at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Just click on the live video and drop your comments and thoughts. The WhatsApp number once again is 0809-030-6416. Good afternoon, you're welcome. All right, do all to call back. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my sister.
You're welcome.
Chinke Daniel Imogatos Nkwapa.
You're welcome.
My sister, we are paying, some people are paying double tax. What we pay today is what is called multiple taxation. You are a journalist. Yeah, I believe you are better informed than I am. But if the other way around, I will tell you as a journalist, go and verify the bosses that apply within this our area, Port Harcourt to Aba, or Okada people. Go and verify how much they pay every day. It is multiple taxation. And let me say this, other people that will even collecting, if government can take it or give it to one particular to collect the taxes, they won't even remit it to the government. They know how they do their things. Greed, corruption. So already we are taxed more than we ought to be. As I am calling you now on air now, the government is collecting money. So what do they want from the poor man again? Thank you. Chinke Daniel Imogate.
Good, Daniel. Thank you for your thoughts. Precious is calling from on air. Good afternoon, Precious. Precious, do all to call back. Let's take some comments on Facebook now. On Facebook, Comrade Livingstone Otiasa says, I believe he's entitled to his own opinion. I think it's a nice idea if our politicians should also consider to reduce the salaries and weekly, monthly and wardrobe wages. Doing so, it would really help our dilapidated budget. I also believe those handymen and women pay tax to the unions that they belong to. That's my opinion. You're right, comrade. Pius, still on Facebook, says, what do you expect we say with a common man say? We struggle to establish a business in a country we call our own, where there is little or no employment, and they are there at the top, looting and stealing all our money. After everything, they'll come telling us to pay taxes. How does that make sense? It's so painful how most of our politicians think. They do not consider the common man on the street at all. Pius, thank you for that. Good afternoon, you're welcome. Good afternoon.
Hello.
You gotta speak up so I can hear you clearly. All right. Do all to call back 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007 or 0817-923-0009. Good afternoon, you're welcome.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You're welcome.
Okay. My name is Richard. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
You're welcome, Richard. Go ahead.
Okay, I think that young man has to, if he wants to be relevant to the society and in discharging his duties, I think he should go and put in measures, because the rate at which this category of people, these categories of people that I have mentioned, the way they are losing money to unauthorized persons, all this Aguero and the rest, you go to the park, you see the way these drivers are losing money, go to the shops that are the market, these people are just losing money to unauthorized persons. So they should put in measures in place to retrieve those money, because that's big money for the country that is going that we can't give account of. Instead of being saying that they should come and start paying taxes. So just like your brother caller said, this guy is very far from the people, not close to the people. He doesn't know what the people are feeling. So that's it for me. Thanks.
Thank you very much for your thoughts. Hello, good afternoon. You're welcome. Oh dear. Hello.
Hello.
You're welcome. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah, I'm Michael calling from London.
Please turn off your radio and go ahead.
Okay, I'll do that. Hello, you hearing me now?
Go ahead.
Okay, please. Based on the statement of the man is really very, very far from the citizen of Nigeria. Can you imagine that each business in Nigeria has one or two tax they are paying to the government? So this one they want to do is what we call double taxation. So please, they should kick against that particular idea or that particular statement. It's bad, very bad.
All right. Thank you very much for your thoughts. Kick against it. It's very bad. Good afternoon. You're welcome.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Raymond.
Hello, Raymond. Go ahead.
Yes, to the contribution. See, my own part is that first of all, I want to ask that man who made this suggestion that what is his own contribution to make sure that a huge amount of money he's getting, either monthly or annually, from every all added together, what has he been able to sacrifice to say, okay, since I'm getting so much, let me reduce this amount and add up to the money that the federal government is spending. So at least, without my little quota that I've contributed, it will help the masses. It will help the economy to come down for them. And what makes me not to bring a suggestion that from the president, the senators, the House of Reps, and all of them that are in political positions, their salary, that huge salary should be reduced. I don't think this country, this administration especially, I don't think they have any good plan for the masses. How can you go and tax a carpenter that has been waiting under the sun from morning till night, looking for who to come and call him for work? Look at the women that are selling rice. Some are pushing down, some borrowed that money. They are even fighting and looking for how to pay back the loan. And you're there thinking, because what they are stealing is enough for them and their family. They were waiting from first of the month to the end of the month, then to receive a token salary of 15,000 or 18,000 minimum wage. I think there's nothing that would have made him to make this comment. But because every day, like they go to office like twice in a month, and they go and make laws that are not even working for the masses. Then at the end of the day, they pay them millions. That's why they have the guts. I don't blame them, but I don't know if I should blame the nature that made me to come from a place like Nigeria. Thank you.
It's not a mistake you're from Nigeria. It's not. It would never be a mistake you're from Nigeria. Good afternoon. You're welcome.
Good afternoon, madam.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
This is person from Bonet.
All right.
I'm calling in regard to your.
Go ahead.
Yeah. The man that, let's say, he wants to do this war, I don't think that man is thinking. If that man can be able to help the situation of Nigeria, the world will not come out. The situation of people, poor people in the market or whatever, what that baffles me when I see the one of starting even from months, some of them will not have one job due to the current situation. You just want them to pay. Where will you get the money to pay? About 2 months, some of them will be one job to do. I don't think he's not updated. He always goes to this house and sleep. When they put their back and go away, get back the future of money to Nigeria. In fact, this thing should not be discussed because I don't think this will agree that. That's fine.
All right. The line was really breaking. I was training to
Hello?
you, but thank you regardless for your thoughts. Good afternoon. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I don't see any benefit that come out of that poor people or common man benefit in this country because somebody pays that there's a benefit attached to that. Unlike now, we don't have good hospital than poor people can go and treat themselves. No good government schools, no water, no road. So, and the people they are asking this, no good market. They are also paying tax in their own little way. The taxi driver buys tickets every day in the road. A businessman who opens shop pays tax. He pay operational permit. He pays wage. He pay all kind of paper they will bring to you to pay. And after paying all these things, no benefits, no electricity, no neighborhood environment for us to prosper. And they are demanding every day. I believe it's not the right thing to do for now. Mr. Cox.
Thank you very much for your thoughts. We'll take a few more calls and then we'll wrap the conversation up. Good afternoon, you're welcome.
Good afternoon. Yeah, this is Manuel.
Go ahead.
For me, I think it's very good. It's a welcome development. Ali is a man in the floor there as a constituency where he came out from, whether selected or elected. There are people that he is representing. Maybe that is the mind of his people. If not, I think...
the mind of the people he's representing?
Yes, it might be now, because he's not here on his own now. We are calling from far. We are talking from far. If not, he should be recalled. Signatures should be taken by now to recall him. Do you understand? Because we are bleeding, and somebody said they should kill us finally. Is this fair? What kind of country are we running? In fact, it's even a welcome development because you see the way we are calling, we are talking, everybody is listening to us. Until, just like the NSAS matter, the people revoke and come up with one voice and speak against and protest against how much them they are collecting them. Wardrobe allowance, shit, poo allowance, wee allowance, drinking allowance, working allowance, all these rubbish allowances that they do collect. Until we stand up and protest and take this our destiny by our hands. Because it's like they are not feeling what we are passing through. Somebody with good right mind is sitting down under AC, under the blood of the innocent people that are being killed every day and the money they are looting. They are worse than fast. Those people sitting there, both the upper chamber and the lower chamber, that are saying that they are making law. I think now they're just talking on daily basis on how to do on concerning the 2022 budget. They are sharing it among themselves. They are making sure that this sector get this sector get that.
All right, so thank you for your thoughts. Let's take some comments now and then we'll wrap the conversation up. Abdul Ganiyu Jimo says, these guys have been paying their taxes through their union and government daily tickets. For instance, in River State, anything that will affect them will not be proposed. For instance, all these empty houses in major cities. Well, here's the thing. This is obviously a very major concern because these artisans already pay, some form of tax daily to their unions, their respective unions. Taxi drivers buy tickets. I believe Kekena Peps also, I'm not sure. But you have your daily tickets that you pay for. Some 200, some 300. Market women also pay these daily stipends to their own market union. So what happens to all that monies? Where does all that money go? So if these people are made to pay another tax, maybe now directly to the federal government, wouldn't that be a case of double taxation? It's clear. But we have to wrap the conversation up as we always do. It's almost 1 o'clock, at top of the hour, the news update, and right after, we're going to talk about a concept that you and I have grown to adopt and hold so dearly. I would like to hear your thoughts on that very interesting matter right after the news update at 1 o'clock. I'm Gabriella. Don't go away.